And for those people that make negative comments to strangers on the internet, do you feel better about yourself after you do that? I received a lot of criticism and negative comments on one of my videos that I did on potty training. There was a short clip that showed my 3-year-old with a pacifier in his mouth. Now, he had just woken up from sleeping, and that's the only time that he is allowed to still use his pacifier. Ideally, I would not have my 3-year-old still on a pacifier. However, I do have another child in the home that is only a year old who still uses a pacifier. So it would be nearly impossible to have my 3-year-old to stop using it as well. Some of the comments mentioned how my son must be spoiled and out of control, and they really took a hit to my son's character, which they know nothing about. And another talked about how his teeth are going to be so jacked up. Another person mentioned how I need to work on cutting out the pacifier instead of potty training. Despite how many times I try to prep myself before I post these videos and mentally prepare myself for the negative comments, I still find myself getting my feelings hurt. I must be human. I have a heart. Pacifiers can definitely cause tooth problems, but so can thumb sucking and tongue thrusting, which are both things that can occur if you take your pacifier away from your child too soon. My brother, he had his pacifier taken away before he was 2 years old, and he ended up doing tongue thrusting. He now has a 3rd-degree underbite, which he can thank to that habit. Me, I had my pacifier until I was 4 years old. I turned out to be a well-adjusted, independent adult, and my teeth are fine. So my decision to let my child continue to use his pacifier at bedtime is my decision that I have made, that I feel like is the best decision for my children and family at this time. I think that the benefits far outweigh the risks of keeping it. I will not let him go to kindergarten with the pacifier. I will not let him use it all the time. We are trying to limit it more and more, but I don't feel it's necessary to abruptly take it away at this point. I don't care if my children, are the best looking or the smartest or the best player on the basketball team. What I mostly am concerned about is if they are decent, kind, and compassionate human beings, because I think that is what the world is lacking now, and we need more caring individuals out there. I realize that my videos are public, and that means that they are open to public comments, and there's going to be people that just don't say nice things, period. But it still does not take away the fact that it bothers me and it is hurtful. I just don't understand why people feel the need to cut others down. These videos are made to be fun. They're made so that moms feel like they're related to. They're made so that we can support one another, give advice, share failures, share triumphs. They're not made so that we can just completely tear each other apart. And if that's what you want to do, then why don't you go on to someone else's video that's asking for that? And for those people that make negative comments to strangers on the internet, do you feel better about yourself after you do that? Do you realize that you're hurting another person's feelings? Have you ever learned that sometimes if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all? If my children just grow up and don't become negative trolls on the internet, I'd be pretty happy with that.